Hey guys, Martin here from Materials. As you know, we have the CYMA M16A1s on the shelf ready to go, but we've also got one here that is also ready to roll, but it's had our Armory retuning upgrades. So out of the box, as you well know, all gel blasters really could do with some factory tuning. Gear placement, gear position and shimmying and everything just isn't generally spot on from the factory. They're a mass produced item. So what we do with our techs, with our Armory retuning, is we grab the box out of the receiver, we check everything out, make sure everything's good, then we reshim the gears, add Sorbo pads to the cylinder head to make sure that it's cushioned. If the gearbox requires radiusing, the CYMA's already done from the factory, which is a great little thing. And this basically just massively increases reliability through reduced wear and tear on the gears and the piston itself. And of course, extends the life of the casting of the gearbox. So this one, with the reshimming, it does allow the gearbox and the blaster to sound completely different to a factory one out of the box. So generally out of the box, you'll hear some gear mechanical winding and meshing and everything like that. But once you shim them correctly and get it all sorted, basically you don't really hear the mechanicals anymore. You just hear the solid clunk of that heavy piston traveling forward. The other thing where CYMAs lack a little bit out of the box is a good seal on that factory nozzle. So we make sure we get a good combination of a seal in there. And if it's one that doesn't seal the best, we will probably chuck an Apache or something like that in it. So you will see a couple of Apache upgrades coming to some CYMAs as well. This one is on the website ready to roll. And if it shows as out of stock or coming soon, it means this one has sold, but we can very easily add an Armory retune package to any M16A1 or any other CYMA blaster that we have on the shelf. So let's head over to the shooting window and put some gels through this lovely M16. So we're over here at the shooting window with our M16A1 that's been factory retuned. One of the weakest parts of a CYMA out of the box, unfortunately, is the magazine they come with from the factory. Now, all we can put it down to is that the motor in the mag is pretty weak. Even when running on 11 volt, they just are not the best mag that they can possibly come with. So the mag itself works fine. It's a switch block, so it's not a MOSFET that's causing any feed issues. It's the mag motor just simply doesn't have the gusto to drive the hardened gels up the feed tube. If a gel or two clogs up and gets in the way, the motor just basically says, nah, stuff it, I can't be bothered. And you kind of got to give it a bit of a bump to get it back into action and kind of kick it back into life. So the factory mags massively benefit from an upgrade motor, or even just changing the motor out for something like a motor from a Gen 8. Unfortunately, that even goes for the aftermarket mags that you can get. This one's a really nice feeling, high capacity nylon mag, easy to fill, really nice to use, but it's got the same motor in it as the metal mag, which basically means it's really no more reliable. So whilst they work, they can stop and start a little bit, which means you ideally want to change out the motor in it. High-speed mag motors obviously are going to work brilliant, but you can just change a motor out for something like a standard Gen 8 replacement motor, or just maybe a motor from a mag that you've got that's broken. Of course, you can convert the CYMA itself to run Gen 8 mags or other Gen 8 type mags, not a problem. Just requires mods to the mag release. Or the other option is the LDT Gen 8 type mags work really nicely in these CYMAs, and the motors in those are nice and strong. So let's shove some gels on some pans out the window. Sounds good, it's got a nice feel to it. Let's chrono it. Turn her on. So there we go, see if you can get the visual here. Got 316, which must have been a little bit of a low, small gel. 350, 342, 336, 327, 342, 335. So it's a solid 330 to 340 kind of range. Nice and punchy. Big long barrel, so it definitely needs to be running the 100% cylinder that it comes with, because the barrel is the best part of 50 centimeters. So yeah, great little blaster. Another nice big advantage of the M16 series is of course the big paddle stock. This can take a huge battery. This has got the standard battery that they do come with, but obviously you could run a nice big, but smaller size brick battery in there. So there we go. CYMA M16A1, factory retuned, 330 FPS and sounding clean and ready to roll. This one's on the website. If it says out of stock, we can soon build you another one. Just hit us up. Thanks guys.